Hello and welcome back to our FCS Dynasty in NCAA Football 2006. Today we got the Bryant Bulldogs, number 9 in the nation, taking on the Delaware State Hornets, who are 2-7 on the year. Bulldogs are undefeated on the season so far, 8-0. Let's take a look at the Hornets roster. Tight end has 2 touchdowns, over 600 receiving yards. Matt Dunlap, of course, is having a great year. He's up for the Rodney Harrison Award, one of our FCS created awards that I made. Charlie Miller is out for 6 weeks. That's our top target at wide receiver, so that's a pretty big loss for that Hornet offense, who is already pretty thin. He's got 86 speed. He's an 80 overall, 645 yards on 42 receptions with 6 touchdowns. So definitely a huge loss for them today. Steve Bailey, their starting left tackle, redshirt senior, he's out for 2 weeks with an injury. So their offense is pretty depleted right now. They do have Ashton Roberson at wide receiver, redshirt junior, 6'1", 185 pounds. He has over 600 yards receiving and 6 touchdowns as well. So pretty identical stats to Charlie Miller's stats. And actually, Roberson has 10 more receptions. So maybe that probably will be a huge loss, but hopefully it doesn't affect their offense too much, because we always want to see a good game. There's Patrick Horn, the quarterback, over 2,500 passing yards, and he's got 19 touchdowns. He's having a pretty good year. But his team struggling this season, 2-7. They lost to Delaware, Savannah State. They beat 1AA East. So they only have 1 win over an actual FCS or FBS school, and it just happens to be against the Hampton Pirates, which is actually one of the best ACC teams right now. So that's actually a quality win. They beat them 24-14. So a pretty decent victory for them. Then they lost to Florida A&M 49-33. And the Rattlers are 4-4 as well. And then William & Mary destroyed them. And I'm expecting the same thing here today. I think Bryant's going to win this one big. But I will see you guys down on the field here in a moment after the broadcasters make their predictions.
I'm Brad Nessler, joined in Kirk Street. And there's a little chill in the air for today's game between State Hornets and the Bulldogs. It's been one heck of a season here in the ACC, and these two teams are ready to go to war. And here come the Bulldogs. The Hornets appear to be completely overmatched in this one. What do you think, Kirk?
The home team is led by their running back. Now, I had a chance to talk to him about this game, and believe me, he is ready to run all over this defense. Coach, I expect him to have a big game on the ground.
Nice pick. I really believe that these guys are going to do it.
I just got to wonder, where do you get those things? Helmets, mascot heads? I mean, every game is something new.
And the experts predict a Bryant Bulldog victory. And I can't say I disagree with them. Here's Montanez first play, and he hits Lester, the tight end, up past midfield. And the Bulldogs off to a good start already. Montanez, play action, takes a shot, and he's got Topher coming across the field past the 30, inside the 30 to the 26. Tacking on 15 yards for a personal foul face mask. That'll get him up to the 13-yard line. 2nd down and 7. Toss out right side. Brandon Allen wide open in the flats, and he is in for the score. That is Noel Montanez's 12th touchdown pass of the season. Brandon Allen now 17 catches, over 200 yards, and 3 touchdowns. Harrison dropped for a big loss. Ruben Blueberry on the tackle. 3rd and 14 for the Hornets. Horn in the backfield, play action. Cy Summers hits him. That's a fumble, and that is going to be recovered by Divine Adams. So Cy Summers gets his 2nd forced fumble on the season. Divine Adams gets his 2nd fumble recovery of the year. Well, 1st and 10 from the 12-yard line. Great field position. Their defense setting them up pretty well. And L.J. Topher is found in the middle of the end zone, wide open. Montanez now with 13 touchdown passes. That was L.J. Topher's 7th touchdown catch on the season. He's also got 29 receptions. Cy Summers has an interception here, and he's going to have his first career pick 6 on only his 2nd pick of the year. And he read that play like a book. Let's take another look at that. Just jumped right in front of the route, and Cy Summers, one of the faster linebackers in the nation, took it all the way for the touchdown. First touchdown in the career of Cy Summers, my favorite player on defense. And he gets a sack here, 2nd of the game. 3rd and 10 for the Hornets. Horn left side, and he's got Fenner, but he is way short of the 1st down. So that was Stephon Okafor on the tackle. Bulldogs back on offense. Montanez connects with McCoy, but he's going to fumble the football. Recovered by Fellows, who forced it. And he'll return it up past midfield and give the Hornets pretty good field position. And it's already 21-0, so that was a huge play for the Hornets, trying to get back into this game. It's already lopsided. Horn hit again and intercepted by Stephon Okafor. That's his first career interception. And Cy Summers was in on that play again. He hit Horn as he threw it. And this defense is dominating so far. 21-0. Brandon Allen, right side, gets the carry. And close to the marker. They will get a first down out of it, though, with the face mask penalty. And that was Dunlap, the strong safety. Montanez taking a deep shot right side. He's picked off by Dunlap at the 15-yard line. My goodness. So a little bit of an overthrow from Montanez. That's going to be his 13th interception of the season. He's closing in on 2,000 passing yards. Harrison destroyed. That is Cy Summers coming through for another huge tackle. Look at those stats. 61 tackles, 4 sacks, 2 interceptions, and a touchdown now. Forced fumble, recovery. Brandon Allen trucking through people. This team is really just way too dominant. And we got Snoopy Tucker on an end around here, and he gets it past the line of scrimmage, has a first down and more inside the 20, the 10, jukes, and down at the 6-yard line. An electric run by the slot receiver. Montanez going to roll out, takes a shot to the end zone. That's a touchdown to Marshall, the fullback. And that's the 3rd touchdown pass of the half so far for Noel Montanez. That's 14 now on the season. Horn sacked. That was Owens, the non-subscriber left end, coming through. 3rd and 18. Horn going to have to chuck it. Instead, he throws short and hits his receiver in the back of the noggin. So the Bulldogs will get the ball back again. Brandon Allen off tackle, jukes, and gets up to the 47-yard line. Another electric run from him. 5 carries, 51 yards today. Montanez going to throw it. And he's going to roll out, throws it out left side. He's picked off again, this time by Cleveland. And he's going to return this up past the 40 to the 42-yard line of the Hornets. So pretty good field position. But Cy Summers forces another fumble today. His 2nd of the game, 3rd on the season. And that was recovered by Coleman. Cy Summers having one of his best games of the season, which is really hard to do because every game he is just showing out. What a hit. Can't wait to see him in the Pro League. Montanez rolling around, throws it back left side, caught by McCoy, and he sneaks in for the touchdown along the sideline. What a play by the wide receiver. Great throw as well by Noel Montanez, his 4th of the game. He's now got 15 touchdowns on the year. Nice deflection by Capers. Looked like it was going to be a touchdown. The Bulldogs get the ball on offense again. Montanez rolling out, taking a deep shot downfield to Telford. And he comes down with it at the 35-yard line. What a play. That'll give him over 750 yards receiving for the year. Montanez, deep shot right side. Snoopy Tucker has it. And Montanez has his 5th touchdown pass of the game. Tucker gets his 3rd touchdown reception on the season. And just his 17th reception. Close to 400 yards receiving as well. Horn still in the game, chucking out deep. Tadian Moss gets mossed. And the first down to Roberson up to the 41-yard line. Play action again. Horn. Deep shot. Moss gets beat again for the touchdown. That was Roberson, the number 2 wide receiver, filling in for the injured number 1 wide receiver. And Moss just looked like he went for the ball a little bit too early. Doesn't happen too often for Moss. But it does ruin the shutout that the defense was trying to get. It's 42-7. Brandon Allen on the off tackle, left side. He's going to have the first down and more and just steps out of bounds. His momentum carried him way out of bounds. 1st and 1 after a penalty. Montanez throwing right side. He's got Brandon Allen. And A.J. Jordan throws a lead block for the touchdown. 6 touchdown passes today for Noel Montanez. That'll give him 17 on the season. Brandon Allen now with 2 touchdown receptions today. That will double his season total. And I love seeing A.J. Jordan out there, as well as, oh my goodness, Owens, the defensive end, deflects it up and picks it off. What a play. My word. Anyways, I love seeing A.J. Jordan and Brandon Allen on the field at the same time, because you know A.J. Jordan's going to do all he can to spring his teammate free for the touchdown. And Brandon Allen actually gets in the end zone here again. 23 touchdown rushes on the season to go along with 4 touchdown receptions. So 27 touchdowns on the year so far. Bullock, the backup quarterback, is now in. He's going to throw a pick. They pulled Horn. Too many turnovers, the coach said at halftime. So they're going to give the backup a shot. And it's already not working out for them. Backups are in for Bryant. A.J. Jordan gets the carry on a draw, and he takes this all the way for the touchdown. His 15th touchdown run of the year as a backup. He's closing in on 1,000 yards rushing as well. Hornets give the ball right back to the Bulldogs. A.J. Jordan stiff-arming defenders, getting up past the 30-yard line. The Bulldogs are going to settle for a field goal here. The kick is up and good. We're now into the 4th quarter. Not a whole lot's happened so far here in the second half. Less than a minute to go. A.J. Jordan, another carry. Trucks over one defender. Trucks another one, looking like a bowling ball, running over some bowling pins. And he is gone for the 16th time this season. And that'll actually get him over 100 yards rushing for the game on a handful of carries. My goodness, look at the strength. Just running over the backup defenders for the Hornets. And this was an easy victory for Bryant. And I'm pretty sure all of you thought it was going to be. 73-7 is our final here in Rhode Island. Another solid win here for head coach Scott Goldberg, former Bulldogs wide receiver at Mississippi State. And the Bulldogs continue their dominance. They are now 9-0 on the season here in the ACC, looking to get into the championship game to take on, most likely, Savannah State. We'll see here in a couple weeks. Savannah State still has a test, as they will be taking on the South Carolina State Bulldogs, who are in the same division. 6 turnovers today for the Hornets. They were having a rough go of it on offense. Montanez lit up the scoreboard today. 6 touchdown passes, I believe. So he now has 17 on the year. I think he had 2 picks today as well. So 17 touchdowns, 14 interceptions. It could be worse. It definitely could be worse. Only sacked once today. He's been sacked the least amount of times out of all quarterbacks in the entire country. I think that's the 9th time he's been sacked all season. A.J. Jordan, 139 yards rushing today on 9 carries. Brandon Allen, 104 yards on 10 carries with 1 touchdown. A.J. Jordan scored twice. He had 5 broken tackles, 2 20-plus yard runs. Allen had 1 20-plus yard run. He also had 2 touchdown receptions. Snoopy Tucker had a touchdown catch and a nice run on an end around. L.J. Topher had a touchdown reception. Jim Marshall, the fullback, led the team in catches today with 3. Crazy stats. No drops for the receivers today either. Kenneth Harrington, 7 pancakes today. That'll give him 73 pancakes on the season with only 1 sack allowed. He is going to be the Matt Burke Award winner, most likely. That's just insane numbers for an offensive line. All those pancakes, only 1 sack allowed all season. Defense, of course, balled out today. Owens with a sack and that ridiculous tipped interception to himself. Another awesome play. Bunch of players on here with no tackles, but they have defensive stats somewhere. Ruben Blueberry balled out. Cy Summers, of course. A great game. 2 sacks, interception, touchdown. 2 forced fumbles, I believe. Lots of deflections today. Delaware State was down big early. They were just throwing it the rest of the game. Yep, Cy Summers. 2 forced fumbles. Coleman had a recovery, and so did Divine Adams. Cy Summers scores his first career touchdown on a pick 6. Alan Coleman, 1 of 1 today for field goals. No punts. Nothing special on returns either. And here are the players of the game for both teams. Dunlap, Fellows, and Roberson for the Hornets. Summers, Allen, and Montanez for the Bryant Bulldogs. Now that they're 9-0, 7-0 in conference play, they have clinched their division, and they will be headed to the ACC title game. That's going to be a great matchup, and I'm hoping they get to face Savannah State. But their next game, they take on Florida A&M. Our next game, which will be out tomorrow, is Jacksonville, traveling to Jacksonville State. I'll see you guys then. Take it easy.